Today's video is going to be an introduction to all of our current breeders. I did a video like this in December, but our breeder setup has changed quite a bit since then, so I thought an update video would be helpful and good. Hold on, I see there's like a rabbit up in here somehow. Like a little baby. Oh, he just fell out. Oh, baby, are you okay? Here, I'm gonna like see you move. Come on. You alright? Okay, that was a little scary. Let's get back to the video, sorry. So we have 4 breeder rabbits in our colony right now. We have 1 buck and 3 adult does. If we have some kits that we want to keep, then we will, but for now we don't really have any solid plans on that. So for right now we just have 4. So let's start off with the rabbits who are able to be seen right now, which is Elodie and Zuzu. We have a burrow over there that probably the other rabbits are in. I'm not seeing Ivy or Ronwin, so they're probably in there. But let's start off with Miss Elodie. So Elodie is our broken black rabbit. She's about 8 months old, I think. She is a full New Zealand. I don't really care what breed my rabbits are as long as they're a good meat breed. I don't want like a Holland Lop or something that isn't very big. A lot of our rabbits happen to be either full New Zealand or have a lot of New Zealand mixed in. That's not on purpose, it's just kind of happenstance. She is more standoffish than my regular breeders usually were. We've had to downsize our breeders. We've been culling a lot of them for various reasons, and it just so happens that all the nice ones who'd come up and like lick me and ask for pets happen to be the ones I needed to kill. So right now we're kind of left with more skittish, standoffish ones, but that's okay. We're going to be working on them and getting them nice and friendly, so eventually they'll be like the old ones who we had to kill, which is kind of sad. Elodie has not had any babies yet. She has had the opportunity to be bred and have babies for several months. She has built several nests, and one time, I think the first nest she built was a false pregnancy, but this most recent nest, around that same time when she was building it, we found 2 aborted babies that were prematurely born. I don't know whose those babies were because we have all our does in the same space, so anyone could have had them, but for now I'm thinking they might have been Elodie's because she was nesting and then she stopped when the babies were born, kind of around that time. But more white fur has recently been added to the nest box, so we may be having babies from her, which is hopefully exciting. I'm really excited to get her babies with her coloring spotted rabbits. Those are so pretty, I think. Next up is Zuzu. Her full name is Zoo Lily, but it's kind of hard to say, so her nickname is Zuzu, so that's why I call her that most of the time. But in case you were wondering, Zoo Lily is actually her, not like a different rabbit. She is 5 months old. She was in the second litter that was born to Selah, who was one of the does we had to kill, and Ronwin, so our buck in the colony is her father. She is a black and orange Japanese Harlequin. She, like Elodie, has not had any litters yet, though her belly does look kind of full and big, and so I'm hoping there might be babies in there. And she kind of was experimenting with a nest box, so we'll see what happens with that. She is also more standoffish, even though we hold all of our kits who are born twice a day, every day, until they come out of the nest box, and then we continue to hold them regularly. Some rabbits, just their personality is different, and she just happens to be one of the more standoffish babies, which is okay. We're gonna work on her. I kind of like looking at the rabbits as I'm talking about them. I don't know, just a personal weird thing. But Ivy and Ronwin, I don't see them, and most likely they're in the burrow, the really big one. So I'm just going to imagine them as I speak about them. So Ivy, our other doe, our last one that we're going to talk about. She is 1 year old. She is black. She has like some steel bits in her. She's not like I wouldn't consider like a full steel rabbit. She just has like little flecks. I don't know if there's like a special name for that, or just like a very diluted steel. She is standoffish as well, which is sad. She has, I guess she's now our only doe who's had like a ton of litters, huh? She had her first litter, I think, in December. So that would be, and it's now June. That's like 6 months. So she's been having babies for a while, which is good. She is our best doe. Even out of all the other does we had to kill, we didn't kill her because she's the best. She is super hardy. She's super healthy. We've been having a lot of sicknesses going around and extreme cold, extreme heat. She hasn't had any problems with any of those. She's doing very well so far on our all forage diet. They just get greens and that little thing. All of our breeders are doing well on that diet, but she's not, you know, not, so that's good. One interesting thing about Ivy is that she is a very protective mom. While she's never attacked me while I was checking on her babies, she does usually come over and make sure I'm doing everything okay, not hurting them or anything, which is really nice. And the one time I tried to foster babies to her, she didn't like them and chased them away. Kind of, oh look, there she is. Can you see? She's coming out. The little black bottom. Emerging. Hi, Ivy. Say so. Rooster. Does it feel hot in the sun? Does Ronwin want to come out? Oh, eating Sucotropes? That's so good. What a good girl. Hello. Back in. Okay, bye. Okay, so next and last in the colony of official breeders is Ronwin, our buck. I've made videos about him before. Oh yeah, this is something I can mention. Elodie we bought. Zuzu and Ivy were born here. And Ronwin we also bought when he was like 6 weeks old or so. I don't remember how old he was. But he's a year old. He's orange. And he is actually related to Ivy. So this might be a little hard to explain, but I'm going to try my best. A long time ago we started out with rabbits and we had Snow, our buck, who was half New Zealand, half American. Lolo and Abby were both New Zealand rabbits. They were our starter does. So Snow and Lolo had a daughter named Petal who was bred to her half-brother Marshmallow, who was the son of Abby and Snow. And then Petal and Marshmallow had a daughter named Mira, and then Mira bred with her father and made Ronwin. Ivy is Lolo's daughter, so I guess that would be his grandmother's sister? So like his great aunt? Great aunt? I don't know. So they're related, and then his daughter is Zuzu, and Elodie's not related to anyone. Do you see your pooky belly? Do you see how big it is? Look! Look at that big belly! Oh yeah, that's a good zoom. So like right there. It looks so big. She's been digging, so she kind of looks sturdy. But like, look at that belly. There's no way she's not pregnant. While Ronwin, like all our other breeders, it seems like, isn't very sociable with people yet. Because I just never got around to socializing them before. Because we had super nice ones, so I just love on them. And then let these guys fall to the wayside. But now, I'm suffering the consequences, which is okay. As I've mentioned before in different videos, he is super nice to all the does. Even Elodie was kind of mean to her for a while, but now he's mellowed out just fine. So right now he's super nice to all his does, and he's super nice to the babies, even the boy babies. We don't really keep them in here too long whenever they get of age, which is just whenever I feel like it and think it's a good time. We move them out to our pasture pen, so he doesn't have to fight the bucks, but even the little bucks, he doesn't hurt them at all. And he's super nice to new litters and little babies, even when they're in the nest box. But he does get his job as a buck done very well. If the does want to be bred, he will breed them. So I think that about covers everything. I talked about everything I can remember about each breeder. And I told you about their personality and how old they are and all that stuff. So I think that's all the basics. And thank you, Ivy, for your guest appearance. So glad you came out of the burrow just for a little bit for us to say hi. So thanks for watching. Bye.